Hello soccer fans, welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates News. Amorim demands Man United to sign £147 million stars. Manchester United spent £600 million to reinforce the squad for the recently sacked manager, Erik Ten Hag, and in all fairness, majority of the signings turned out to be flops. Last summer, the Dutch manager lured the likes of Zirkzee, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Yoro and Ugarte, and apart from the Moroccan, no one has managed to shine at Old Trafford as yet. Now that Ruben Amorim is set to sign for the Red Devils, reports in the media indicate that he wants to take 3 stars, who have a combined worth of £147 million, from Sporting CP with him. According to a recent story covered by Team Talk, Amorim demands Man United to sign Goncalo Inacio, Pedro Goncalves and Marcus Edwards from the Lions. Inacio has been linked with the record English champions for quite some time, and his contract with the Liga NOS side has a clause worth £50 million. The Seleção star has been the leader of the backline that has only let in 2 goals in 9 league games thus far this term. Goncalves is a versatile attacker who can play in multiple offensive positions, and last term, he directly contributed in 35 goals in all competitions under Amorim. This term, so far, in 9 appearances, the attacker, who has a clause worth £67 million, has already scored 5 goals and provided as many assists for the Lions. Marcus Edwards, who mainly plays on the right flank, scored 4 goals and registered 5 assists in 15 league starts last term. The 25-year-old, currently injured, is valued at around £30 million. Crystal Palace logo Crystal Palace FC. Loading official content. Keep watching. At United, Ten Hag signed a plethora of players he had managed earlier in his career, but things did not work out for him. Will a similar strategy work for Amorim? Only time will tell. Should Man United sign Inacio, Goncalves and Edwards? Former Man United star reveals what was irritating Erik Ten Hag before getting sacked. Phil Jones was at Old Trafford during Erik Ten Hag's first season in charge of Manchester United, and the 32-year-old has shared some insight into the Dutchman's reign. Former Manchester United defender Phil Jones has revealed Erik Ten Hag was left irritated by people questioning him towards the end of his reign at Old Trafford. Ten Hag was sacked by United on Monday after 2.5 years in charge, with Sporting boss Ruben Amorim is set to be appointed as his replacement. And Jones has shared some insight into what it was like under Ten Hag, having been at Old Trafford during the Dutchman's first season in charge. I literally went out on the grass and I knew that was my last training session anyway, so it's very difficult for me to even comprehend what he was saying, Jones said on the latest episode of Planet Premier League. So he obviously outlined exactly what he wanted to do in his staff, and I think he's very proud of what he did at Ajax, and I think he backed himself to make good decisions. He was confident in making bold decisions. I don't think he's too bothered about what people think in terms of decisions he's making. But then again, you look and I'm only looking, like you guys are looking, from the outside towards the end of his tenure at United. You think he probably got a bit irritated by people questioning him, and hence his response every time about winning the 2 trophies, and it was difficult for him. Ten Hag frequently pointed to the fact that he had won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup during his time at Old Trafford. And that included his final ever press conference, which took place ahead of United's Carabao Cup clash against Leicester, even though Ten Hag was ultimately sacked before the game took place and Ruud van Nistelrooy oversaw a 5-2 victory. When asked if winning a 3rd trophy this season would make it a success, Ten Hag insisted, definitely, it's about trophies. I don't want to go into this debate again, but I think it's the truth that there are not so many trophies you can win. If you win a trophy in pro football, that is most important because that is what the fans expect and what we expect, to win a trophy. We have had 5 opportunities, 1 we missed, and that was the first in the Community Shield, with still 4 to go. Ruud van Nistelrooy outlines his plans after Manchester United appoint Ruben Amorim. Ruud van Nistelrooy has held his first press conference as Man United interim manager ahead of the Chelsea match. Ruud van Nistelrooy is eager to remain at Manchester United as an assistant coach after his interim head coach stint ends. The 48-year-old confirmed his tenure as caretaker would be short, as Sporting coach Ruben Amorim has agreed to take over as Erik Ten Hag's permanent replacement. Van Nistelrooy was in the dugout for United's 5-2 League Cup victory over Leicester on Wednesday night, and the 48-year-old will remain in charge for the Premier League visit of Chelsea on Sunday. Van Nistelrooy could also manage United against PAOK in the Europa League and Leicester in the league next week before the November internationals. I'm guessing that too, so yes, Van Nistelrooy replied when it was suggested he would remain in charge against Chelsea. It's going to be a short job as an interim, that was communicated very clear and I was happy with that. I felt I was called upon to help the club forward in this situation. Obviously, it was difficult that Erik had to leave. I was very disappointed, obviously with very mixed feelings about that, but you have to switch the mindset to win because 75,000 people are waiting and celebrating and millions are watching at home. That's what we tried to do, same for Sunday and then we'll see. I decided to come back here for a very important reason that I'm here. I came as an assistant to help the club forward and I'm still very motivated to do so in any capacity. As an assistant, and now as an interim manager, and after that I go back to my assistant contract that I have here for this season and next. I'm very motivated to stay here and help the club forward, that's my absolute goal. We will see what my role will be, but it's a contract situation I'm in and my desire to help the club forward. I can speak to you about my side of the story and after that when a new situation is occurring and when a new manager is signing and conversations take place we have to see how things develop. I want to help. I want to do everything I can in my abilities as many others do in this club, to fight for this club. The club's in a difficult situation and it's not there where we all want it to be. But the challenge is there for the bigger, that's why I'm here. Everybody's looking at Man United and the situation it's in. Thanks for watching.